Once completed, in order.
I'd better fold this up before I put it in my pocket.
Does this... Do I maybe have to put it on the altar? Can I... No. Hold on a minute. I swear there was a fast key for this. No? No key bindings? Thought there was a way for me to get out. Let's go here. So, probably... Yeah, let's go back into the dam. To the right. And this should be the altar. Okay.
I don't think the garish remnants of Stan's jacket should be tied around that.
Okay, well, I'm mistaken. I thought we were making a tablecloth out of this to put down on the altar. Well, shit. That means basically I'm going to have to go to the voodoo lady then to get all the answers for the clues, because I can't read them on the map. Joy. God, thank goodness for autosave, huh? That would have been a pain. Okay, voodoo lady.
Hey, you! Again!
Hello, Treepwood.
About this feast for the senses,
What would you like to know?
tell me about the napkin again.
The feast must begin with a cloth of such stunning visual stimulation that the sponge will have no choice but to dine.
I think we've got... Do I wrap it around the sponge then? Hold on. Let me try this.
Alright, enough about the feast for now.
There we go.
You know, when I dreamed of becoming a mighty pirate, I never imagined that one day I'd be tying eye-popping napkins around the non-existent necks of mystical sponges.
Yeah, it's got to be a bug. Unless like I fold these in a way that opens it up. Yeah, like all the combinations. It's got to be the way that I did it the first time. Because now we got dead ends here. This has got to be the way it works. Alright, anyway.
Hey, you! Again!
Hello, Treepwood.
Oh, that sucked. Role-playing games would be especially hard to lose saves progress on, just because you
About
have
this
to spend
feast
so
for the
long.
senses,
What would you like to know?
Alright, first course is a napkin. Now we're looking for an antipasta. Let me write that down.
can you give me any more insight about the antipasta?
I can't say what exactly would be appropriate for the Feast of the Senses. Fetid sweetmeats, perhaps. Dry, aged, deep within the jungle. Something of that nature.
Oh, appetizing.
Stinky meat.
The antipasta? Explain.
With the table set, a powerful aroma must encourage the appetite to grow.
I think my nose has been in shock since traversing the inside of a manatee.
I'm sure you will find something.
So something stinky. Taste.
I'm still drawing a blank about the powerful
I know what
taste.
that is.
I sense it somewhere in Club 41.
Yeah, it's the pepper. So we got that one, we got that one. Wait a minute. Palate.
Can you tell me about the palate cleanser?
Before the main course, the palate must be scalded clean by a powerful taste.
Ooh, like grog?
No, not at all like grog.
Okay. So, yeah.
It says here that course 4, the main course, is the sixth sense. It doesn't even make sense.
Ah, but it does. For where the other 5 senses are limited to the finite experiences of the present, the sixth sense satiates the appetite for the infinite possibilities of the future.
The future? How do I feed something the future?
You already hold the answer to that question.
I already have it in my inventory. Okay. Yeah, The Sims would actually also be very disheartening to lose any progress on. The Sims 3 does crash a lot. Dessert.
What about the dessert? This is one hungry sponge.
Ah, what is your favorite thing about dessert, Guybrush?
Running out before the check arrives?
No, it is the pleasurable shock of something different.
Ah. It says the feast for the senses ends with a bellowing belch.
Do not worry about this. If you provide La Esponja the first 5 courses, the location of the final course will undoubtedly reveal itself.
Ah, my favorite type of responsibility. The one that takes care of itself.
Okay.
Alright, enough about the feast for now. Your hut is nothing more than a smoldering pile of rubble.
Yes, a destruction of my own doing.
But you had so much neat stuff. The chest of foreshadowing, your creepy rug, all those skulls, and that mysterious machine in the corner that didn't do anything.
The objects of utmost importance were taken care of, stored away in a safe place.
Where?
You have the knowledge of its whereabouts with you right now. You must know how, not where, to look.
Couldn't you just tell me directly?
I would, but the walls have ears.
Eyes. They have eyes.
Let me try this again.
You said your most valuable voodoo possession is locked away in a safe place?
That's right.
And I have all the information I need to find it.
You have the information, but perhaps not the...
Yeah, I get it, but not the smarts. Thanks.
I was going to say perspective, but that too.
Try not to get executed before I cure Elaine.
As you wish.
Okay, so can I do these out of order?
I
No.
think I need to do the first 2 courses of the feast before tackling the 3rd course.
Alright. So I gotta go find some stinky meat thing in the jungle. But I at least know 3 of these things, which is good. I already possess the future stuff, she said.
It's a good thing Elaine gave me her wedding ring. She's so poxed out now, she'd probably hawk it for a keg of grog.
Is that like a crystal in the ring and the diamond instead of a crystal ball? Alright, let's try going this way. It directs directly to the altar. Which means that this must be the entrance, because if I went left I would have got to the dead pirate. So this is where we start. So if I just keep going right, I'll circle all the way around to all of these totems. So if I went up I'd get to the well, if I went left I'd get to the well. But if I want to get out to these things... Anyway, let's just keep going right. Alright, here's one of the idols.
That's weird. This whole idol is under one of Crimp Digit's unbreakable glass bottles.
And it is siphoning that. But that's where we're supposed to go. So now if I go... Well, maybe I should be hitting dead ends. Maybe there's clues on the ground. It's just a dead end.
That's weird. Trail didn't go anywhere.
Okay, so we go down. And we see this one.
I wonder who put this idol under glass. And why?
Then we go up. So does that help me in any way? I forget how we shattered the glasses. Well, we didn't, because I used that unbreakable glass tube. No, it was the horn, right? It was that horn that broke him.
I wonder who put this idol under glass. And why?
So we need to get that horn. So this time I am just going to have to keep going left. Left, 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 left. That'll get me back to the... Okay. But first I need to go right. Alright. So here we are at the well, and what did he say about this? He could almost reach the water.
Wishing well on jungle floor. Who's the pirate most adored?
What the?
Ooh, freaky.
Okay. So we want to go north.
Now that I know a little bit more about the Vacalians, it appears that we're nearing the end of the Year of the Fish, and approaching the dawn of the Year of the Slightly Bigger Fish.
I don't think I had to walk around it like I did in the last game.
I wonder who put this idol under glass. And why? It looks like the old Vacalian wind control device has been set to suck again. But what's that tubing around its fingers all about? Looks like someone's been messing with the Vacalian wind control device. And by someone, I mean the Marquis de Singe. And by the Marquis de Singe, I mean the incredible pain in my fundament.
Get Guybrush? Just awkwardly running into the camera. So, okay. Put meat on the altar, and it disappeared. That was the takeaway clue from what's his face about the beast. And I can only imagine that has something to do with the stink. Now, what was it about the fireflies? What was that again about fireflies?
That's weird. Trail didn't go anywhere. The tide must be high. I can almost reach down and touch the well water.
Okay, well, that's that then.
Jungle fireflies, nature's little spotlights. Those fireflies are so pretty, it almost makes you forget they spend half their lives as maggots. That doesn't need to be illuminated. La Sponja Grande is only good for soaking up voodoo, like the pox.
Not that.
something that tasty should be fed to something or someone that really appreciates it. Nope.
Okay, I need a jar of some type. This, journal entry. Beast spore remains indistinguishable from the jungle floor, if only the beast left a path as bright as jungle fireflies. What is that smell? Okay. So, this is the part that's stumping me because I need what? Somehow I need to get the fireflies on the meat so that it eats that, right? Now, so when I folded this map a different way, I'm really disappointed that this is bugged. You don't suppose that the connections change as I make this map. So if I make myself a connection here that gets me to here, and then I change the map, oh my god, that would be a fancy puzzle. We just go right, yeah? And then it was down, and then it was up. Okay, so here I am here. Now if I take out the map and fold it that way. Ooh. It did. It changes everything.
It's the mysterious chest of foreshadowing from the Voodoo Lady's shack. Who knows what sort of useful voodoo bric-a-brac lurk in its locked timbers? Even more importantly, how am I going to unlock it to find out?
The same way I unlock everything?
Let's see, what do I have now that I didn't have the last time I tried to open this chest? Ow! Stupid hook! Oh, it can't be that easy. The Voodoo Lady's tarot cards? That's it?
There we go.
I bent the fabric of reality for a stupid fortune teller's trick?
The Sixth Sense.
Okay, that's a pretty good trick.
Okay.
It's been done.
Okay, so we got the cards. Thing is, though, that's number 4. I need the stinky meat. So let me... Well, first of all, I'm not going to be able to go this way because the map is folded. I wonder if I can change the map while I'm here. Interesting. Well, that's cool. Does that... But I think the map has to be fully completed, because we see that this goes off in that direction. Yeah, I don't think there's any... We gotta... I definitely changed everything, but... Okay, so now we got partial maps. Oh man, that is... So now I'm here. I don't suppose that's gonna just leave it. It just takes me to a dead end. Like if I left it this way, would I go off and wrap around? Let's find out. Oh, it just sends me back here. Okay. What? What the hell was that? I guess I broke the map. I broke the map. It sent me all the way back to the beginning. So I'm not seeing any new folds here. Like there's these red... the red totems, but and that purple totem, but I think they just go to the same totems. This is interesting. This cuts out the green completely. And that one sends it off into a loop. That's how I got to there in the first place. It just... Alright. Well, I'm still stuck on this meat. I've somehow got to make it so that the creature will come and eat that. Maybe I can order something from the bar? Let's go look at Disinge's place first. I don't suppose I steal the cat food, do I? It's gotta be stinky. I don't know, maybe I've unlocked something. Let's try these and change some stuff again.
Ow! What the...
No, okay. Okay.
It's locked.
It says flimsily locked, though.
Oh no. This is where the Marquis keeps all the severed limbs of the pirates he's operated on.
There we go. Stinky meat.
You never know when a sack of severed legs is going to come in handy. Or footy, as the case may be. Sorry.
I guess that is a very useful utility hook he's got there, because it unlocks everything.
It's a sack full of severed legs.
Alright.
Ugh.
Ah. So I bet we have to somehow get the fireflies in this leg, put this leg in the sack of the severed legs. There's no... I swear there's a hotkey to make me open up the map and I can just run there without having to actually run out the gate. Well, you know, I mean, it kind of makes sense, though, to be a pirate's hook, right? Because, like, if you had to have a hook as a pirate, having it also be a lockpick would be incredibly useful. Now I've got to find that stupid well again, because I don't remember. There we are.
That doesn't need to be illuminated.
Guybrush.
The fireflies are attracted to the sugar water on the leg. Fascinating. And just a little nauseating. I don't know about mythical jungle beasts, but I always prefer my ritual sacrifices to be slathered in sugar water. I've already got 3 wet legs in my pants. I'd rather not add another one.
Okay, but did it give me the fireflies is the important thing? Although I guess maybe if the sugar water ends up in the monster, then the fireflies will be
I don't know about
attracted
mythical
to...
jungle beasts, but I always prefer my ritual sacrifices to be slathered in sugar water.
There we go. Okay, they just come here naturally.
Uh-oh.
Alright, so I go back and I follow it now? Yes, I do. By the look of it.
At last, I've lost that she-devil.
Ouch, that's gotta hurt. Serves him right, though. Still, I'd better finish feeding the sponge before Elaine hurts someone I actually care about.
Okay, but... Firefly illuminated... What? Do I have to look at it when it says it's Firefly illuminated? Oh, Firefly illuminated hidden trail. Okay. Hidden trail. Ah, you bastard.
The mighty pirate hunter tracks his prey via his distinctive firefly-attracting spoor. That's the legendary jungle beast of Flotsam Island? Oh, look at that. The poor hideous flesh-eating plant is a smelly, rotting lion's paw caught in its teeth. Thorns. Hold still, little buddy. I'll get that nasty old hunk of meat out for... Yikes! That poor little flesh-eating stink bomb looks like he's in a world of pain.
Well, how about using the sack of limbs on it?
It's empty.
How about this?
Here, boy. Ooh, that looks uncomfortable. But at least he's not snapping at me anymore. Don't worry, you freakish little abomination. Dr. Guybrush will make it all better. Gotcha! Eesh, you! That is by far the foulest thing I've ever smelled in all my years of pirating. And that's coming from a guy who's just spent a few days inside a giant manatee.
Alright, the lion's paw. I'm assuming will be what we need then.
That lion's paw stinks worse than my mother-in-law's neck folds.
Perfect. So, antipasta.
Come on, little sponge. Eat the nice, smelly antipasta. That's a good sponge.
Ah, pasta. Okay, number 3 is the pepper.
It's a good thing the sponge doesn't have a tongue, or I'd be dunking it in the ocean right about now.
Number 4 is going to be the voodoo cards.
Hopefully these flakes of the future will give La Esponja a sixth sense that'll help keep me from getting into situations like this.
And then we gotta go shock it. This one's taking just a little bit longer, but I think we're almost done here. Guybrush. Alright, static charged carpet.
La Esponja Grande is only good for soaking up voodoo. Like the pox.
What? But Guybrush.
Stop doing that! I wonder if La Esponja Grande can sense the future now. And how would it tell anyone if it did?
Is it gonna work if I just touch the door?
La Esponja Grande is only...
Guybrush. So I'm electrically charged. I guess we'll just Can I use it on the exit?
La Spongia Grande.
Okay.
Yow! Whoa. Whoa. Tingly. Well, hey, what's this? Ah, so that was the shocking dessert.
Okay, and then it said that the 6th element will show when I have it.
Ouch! Alright, Senor Esponja Not So Grande. That's 5 senses down and 1 to go. Now, where can I find a really big sound for an after-dinner belch? Well, there's only one thing on Flotsam Island that can make a noise like that.
Eluette, I will forever, Eluette, immortalité. Où est les forêts for moi? Où will conquer chez moi? Eluette, I will forever, Eluette, immortalité.
Face me like a man, you snuff-sniffing land licker!
You heard the lady Desinge.
Guybrush, get out of here and find your own treasure! This one's mine!
Ah, the happy Threepwood pirate clan. Whatever shall I do now? Oh, I know.
Oh, clam dip.
I can't believe I ever married a dullard like you.
You know, once I cure you of the pox that's making you say all these mean things, you're gonna owe me a lot of smoochies.
I wouldn't smooch you with his lips, cabin boy.
I hate to break up this portrait of domestic bliss, but I've got some last-minute adjustments to make to my machinery before preparing the charming Madame Threepwood for her journey into scientific history.
Don't worry, Buttercup. Once I get La Spongia Grande into that noisy doohickey, our troubles will be over.
Yes. Well, please try to keep it down, no?
At least I hope so.
Okay.
I don't think it's opening up without one of those seahorse key thingies. Too bad I lost mine. What's that?
That is a bucket of water.
I still have a sack of sugar. Hey, look, it's Pyrite Pirate. Mighty Threepwood Pirate.
Oh, what the heck. Sweet.
Ah, shiny.
Can't believe that stupid parrot somehow found its way back into my life. It's me, Guybrush Threepwood, Mighty Pirate. Oh, I can't stay mad at you. I wonder why they're called fireflies anyway. It's not like they're on fire. Whatever Desinge is doing to the Vacalian wind control device, it can't be good. What the heck is that thing supposed to do?
This is my Apsichronoton, which I can use to remotely manipulate the Vacalian's wind control device without all that tedious mucking about in the jungle with ancient idols.
Can't say as I blame you. All that running and spinning and weathervaning did get on my nerves after a while.
Moths.
Hey, it's the moths! I bet they're still punch-drunk off of Stan's funky fashions. So what have you been up to while I've been out trying to save your shapely bacon?
I've been swashbuckling and looking for buried treasure, like a real pirate.
Okay, I know that's the pox talking, but still. Ouch! Did you hear? The voodoo lady's been playing us for chumps all these years.
Arr, I never did trust that scheming sea witch.
Desinge killed Morgan.
He did? Well, maybe the cheese-eating beaker monkey ain't so bad after all. Ha ha!
Once I get you cured, we should go break LeChuck out of jail.
That spineless goody two-boots. Let him rot.
Don't worry, Angel Face. Everything will be okay once I toss La Spongia Grande into that noisy ancient doohickey.
Then stop your yakking and get on with it, you gibbering jellyfish.
Chill out.
Okay,
got
I mean, it literally just told me what I need to be doing, I guess.
I assume that these idols under glass are your doing?
Oui, using a complex series of powerful unbreakable vacuum tubes and my own incredible machinery, I've centralized the control of the Vacalian wind control device to this relatively compact Apsichronoton.
Something tells me it's not going to be just as easy as throwing this in there, though. Especially since I've got a hot pepper here. And a leg.
What's this? An airborne porifera?
Hey, give that back!
And risk tainting my moment of triumph with your tedious voodoo falderal? I don't think so.
Moment of triumph?
Oui, using my Arpsichronoton, I have discovered the unique harmonic frequency that allows me to pulverize matter into a fine powder and spread it across the seas. Observe!
It's me, Guybrush Threepwood, Whitey Pirate. It's me! First of all, thanks. That thing was really starting to scrape my scabbard. Second, you're crazy if you think you're gonna get me in there. Okay, crazier.
You? I don't want you. It's your wife's molecules I need to smear across the seas.
I'd like to see you try, you wuss.
Why her?
Because of her pox, you dolt! She's got the same unique strain of the pox that you once had. The same one that was flowing through your amazing hand. The same one that I've distilled into my amazing jus de vie!
Lefty!
Unfortunately, a single hand can only provide enough of this Threepwood strain to produce a few meager drams of my jus de vie. Even if I were to drain your beloved to the bone, I would only gain a few piddling firkins of the juice.
Give you some piddling firkins?
No, if I want a perpetual strain of the jus de vie, every pirate in the world must be exposed to the Threepwood strain. Now, Madame Threepwood, if you'll hold still for a moment, I'll try to make this as painless as possible.
How nice. But I won't.
Behold the power of the jus de vie!
Interesting. Can I not talk to Desinge? I guess I can't talk to Desinge.
Hey, Elaine!
What?
My hand is Desinge's only source of jus de vie. If you cut it off his turban, he'll be a lot easier to kill.
What do you think I've been trying to do, you balmy halfwit?
While you're flailing away at Desinge, do you think you could knock that sponge out of my severed hand?
The only place this sword is going is through this snuff-sniffer's gizzard. Rawr!
Hang in there, sweetie.
Less talking, more eviscerating, sweetie.
Okay.
Desinge is gonna use that contraption to pulverize my sweet patootie.
Well. Let's try using the leg on
That
the
doesn't need to be
fireflies.
illuminated.
Arg! How about on the flies? Moths,
That
whatever.
doesn't need to be illuminated.
Guybrush!
Just looking at that thing makes my tongue burn. Hey, Voo!
What now? What in the world? Oh, shoot!
Does that not attract the moths?
Those clothes-munching moths must be attracted to the glowing lights of the wind machine's eyes.
We gotta turn off the machine somehow.
Desinge is gonna use that contraption to pulverize my sweet patootie. Hey, Elaine.
What?
Well, actually, I was hoping I could get you to cut the
Hang in there, sweetie.
Less talking, more eviscerating,
cut the
sweetie.
machine. Can we use this?
That doesn't need to be illuminated.
No.
No. Nah. No. I didn't think it was possible, but Desinge has literally made the Vakalian's wind control machine suck even more than it did before. Somehow Desinge has figured out how to make the Vakalian wind device pulverize people into a fine powder. That's just plain weird.
Could we do this?
Something that tasty should be fed to something or someone that really appreciates it.
Elaine?
I think she's hot-headed enough as it is. Something that tasty should be fed to something or someone.
Alright, alright. Somehow we have to kill the machine here. Can we unlock this with the...
That's one lock my hook won't be unlocking.
Ah.
I don't want to dig my hook into that. I don't know where it's been. Sugar water.
Stop it. Stop it.
That doesn't need to be illuminated.
Just fill the lamp with the damn sugar water.
Something that tasty should be fed... I'm not risking this valuable clue on some half-baked combination scheme. I'm not risking... I wonder whatever happened to my hand. I hope it's happy.
You know where the hand is.
It's a good thing Elaine gave me her wedding ring. She's so poxed out now, she'd probably hawk it for a keg of grog.
I'm gonna be pissed if there's supposed to be a clue in here and it's bugged
I
out.
better fold this up before I put it in my pocket. Just looking at that thing makes my tongue burn. Now that the lamp's dead, it's nothing but a big tacky paperweight. That doesn't need to be illuminated. That doesn't need to be illuminated.
Pick
That doesn't need to be illuminated. Something that tasty should... Something that tasty... The Singe is gonna use that I don't think that's opening up without one of those seahorse key thingies.
Alright. I'm stumped.
I don't think they'd appreciate being impaled on my hook. Hey, DeBarge!
That's the singe.
That was a little
the-
vicious.
Science.
No, I tried that and he said it doesn't actually work on that. So what if I combine the hook with the pepper? No?
I think we've established that that won't do... Something that tasty should... That doesn't need to be a...
Yeah, the pepper doesn't
Something
work.
that...
Pepper doesn't work, the hook doesn't work. Somehow, I've got to turn those lights off so the moths eat probably the turbine, and then the handle fall out or something. I don't suppose...
I don't want to dig my hook...
Yeah, I was going to say dip the hook in sugar water and then... Nah, I tried that too.
That doesn't need to be illuminated.
Tried that, I tried throwing it in here.
That doesn't need to be illuminated.
Throw it at the keyboard.
That doesn't...
Doesn't do anything with the harpsichord. Doesn't shatter the idol.
That doesn't need to be illuminated. That doesn't need to be
Doesn't
illuminated.
work with the moths. Well, okay, we're approaching 4 hours here on this stream. I'm just going to go ahead and look this one up. Tales of Monkey Island. Because when it crashed and I was looking at that, it did say that there were other issues, other files that might have been bugged. And I'm hoping the clue is not in that map. That does not appear to be showing me all this stuff here. Okay. Okay, apply the blindfold, the parrot jar, feather, secret box, deodorant, and gum. What? Am I in the right game? I don't think this is the right... Chapter 4. Here we go. Act 1. Courthouse. Act 2. Feed me Guybrush. Go back to the jungle entrance. Use the lamp on stand. Okay. Catches... Oh my god, what? We're not even done. We're not even close to done. Okay. Guybrush catches a standoff between Elaine and DeSinge. No sign of the jungle beast. Okay. Clear fireflies. Back to Club 41. Approach the pepper. Okay. Recipe calls for senses. Last is to deliver a shock. Okay. Okay, never mind. Here we are. So, wind control device is the best option, but it is occupied. Try tossing the diseased-looking Esponja Grande in the device, but it bounces into his head, so now he's got it in his hand. Pour sugar in the bucket. Fireflies. Okay. Try fighting DeSinge with the pepper. We just did that. Last-ditch effort, try catcalling him. What? Catcalling him? What the hell are you talking about? I can't talk to DeSinge, though. So this, I think this is one of the other bugs. I'm going to have to remove another file. Alright. Let me save the game for real. I hope that me saving here already is not gonna... Well, dang. Hold on. Stand by. I think this is another file I'm gonna have to remove for sure. This is... Okay. So, let me find that. Of course I closed it. Of course I did. No, wait a minute, it's in the other one. Okay, what other file? Guybrush DeSinge dialogue. I guess it's that. Same problem happens to someone else. Deleting the file, Singe runs off, and DeSinge tries to hire Morgan as well. But those were fine, I think, because those happened earlier. So it's just the dialogue file I need to find. Guybrush and DeSinge dialogue. Alright. Let's bring that back. Alright. Back to the game. Load, and let's hope this actually works. I imagine that the last save game was right before all of this. The autosave, I mean.
Hey, the monkey!
There we go.
What?
God, that's annoying.
You look like you've got your hands, hand full. Why don't you let me hold on to that sponge for a minute?
What sort of idiot do you take me for? Scrapewood?
Is that a trick question? once you're done pulverizing my wife, any chance I could get my hands on some of that jus de vie?
Arr!
Nothing personal, honey. It's just that you look kind of done for, and invulnerability could come in really handy in my line of work.
I'll show you who's done for.
Uh-oh. What the hell is this?
Somehow DeSinge has figured out how to make the Vacalian wind device pull. That's just...
I knew deleting files was gonna have a problem. Let's reload this. Try it again.
The monkey!
What?
The music is gone too, so there's an issue here.
You'll never get past my wife's sword, you know. I once saw her hold off a horde of angry Rotarians with nothing more than a penknife and a feather duster.
Impressive. But unless they were invulnerable Rotarians fueled by my incredible jus de vie, there's really no comparison. Soon she will tire, and her box will be mine to spread across the four corners of the earth.
I'll spread you to the four corners.
All right, hold on a minute, please. So now we got a real problem here. So I guess I can just remove these other ones that these people are talking about. Remove all the files. So it's the chore. It's all these ones just hanging out back here. Is it too loud? Once again, I cannot hear it. So these are all pulled out of there. Okay. Swap back over. I wonder if maybe I need to back out and go back to the autosave before they started fighting, which I can only hope exists, because if it doesn't...
Hey, the monkey!
What?
You'll never get past my wife's sword, you know. I once saw her hold off a horde of angry Rotarians with nothing more than a penknife and a feather duster.
Impressive. But unless they were invulnerable Rotarians fueled by my incredible jus de vie, there's really no comparison. Soon she will tire, and her box will be mine to spread across the four corners of the earth.
I'll spread you to the four corners.
Ugh, what now? My turban! No! Shoo! Shoo! Oh, get away from me, you nasty little pest! No!
What's the matter with him?
Without my hand to supply him with more jus de vie, all those wounds you've been inflicting are starting to catch up with him.
Ugh. Ugh, get back here, you naughty little hand! Aha! I have you now, my pretty.
Nice one, Hand. Care to help me with these locks?
A little bit of a
Guess
Wilhelm
that was
scream
a little
there.
too much to ask. At least I've got the sponge back,
Good
though.
news, everyone!
Okay. Well, looks like we can continue the game, thankfully.
Don't worry, Angel Face. Everything will be okay once I toss La Esponja Grande into that noisy ancient doohickey.
Then stop your yakking and get on with it, you gibbering jellyfish.
Although you're not looking at each other, so that's kind of weird. Don't crash. Come on, finish the game. Why is Elaine walking? We really screwed this
That
game
was a
up.
little anticlimactic. Whoa! Now that's an Esponja Grande. But how will I use it to cure... Oh, right, the winds! Hold on!
Guybrush?
Elaine, are you all right?
I think so. But how did I get here and why does my mouth taste like coleslaw?
It's a long story. I'll tell you all about it once we figure out how to get out of these stupid clamshells.
Leave everything to me, my friends.
LeChuck, my new best pal. How'd you get out of jail?
Oh, the guard was more than happy to release me once I convinced him that it was the only way to win Elaine's hand in unholy matrimony.
Wait, unholy what?
Unholy this!
Guybrush!
Elaine?
Guybrush!
LeChuck! Ha! This name shouting is jolly good fun.
Is that you, Mother? I washed my hands.
I knew it all along. With or without all that voodoo, you're still nothing but an evil sack of scum.
Correction, my sweet. I'm an evil sack of scum who's about to plunder the grandest treasure in all creation. But I'd be willing to share my booty if you catch me drift.
What?
Oh, come now, my love. You can't deny what we've shared these past few weeks. The chummy camaraderie, the kind words, the stolen glances. I know you've developed feelings for me. Join me as my demon bride, and together we'll lay a bloody siege to the very heart of voodoo itself.
Go to hell, LeChuck.
Well, you can't say I didn't try. Looks like we'll be doing this with all that voodoo.
Elaine? Do me a favor.
Ah, that be the stuff.
Anything.
Kick his two-faced butt for me.
From Melee to Monkey and all the islands in between, my love.
Aren't you dead yet? I've got wedding plans to make. Out of respect for the newly deceased, I feel I should point out that you wave your sword like a dairy farmer.
How appropriate. You fight like a pox-infected undead cow.
Rise of the Pirate God. It turns out LeChuck was evil after all. Now there's a cliffhanger for you. I'm kind of disappointed that they put him back in the zombie skin, and that all that voodoo didn't turn him into another incarnation, since that's sort of his thing. But yeah. Well, this is setting up for a big one. It's, I'm gonna have to look at the forum posts again. I guess they're Steam posts or whatever. But the things talking about what files I had to delete to make this thing work were also saying that Chapter 5 had some problems too, so I'll have to pay attention to that. Well, I don't know. I mean, like the chapter title there, Rise of the Pirate God, seems to imply that LeChuck has evolved beyond even that. Because at first he's a ghost, then he turns into a zombie, then he's a demon, then he becomes all of them mashed together and turns into a giant statue that we're still not quite certain how that happened, that he came back after that. There is a little bit of a gap between Escape from Monkey Island and these games that is not explained at all. Which is fine, I guess, you know. I don't believe that you need to have everything explained and all the lore set out. It actually kind of leaves a lot of wiggle room when there's stuff like that, and they reference, well, like the captain lady there is like, you don't remember me, and then just spews off a bunch of stuff that's not even in the games. So I'm fine with that, but it is kind of weird how LeChuck just keeps coming back again and again. Like, how? Although, you know, honestly, like, Escape from Monkey Island almost feels like it shouldn't be canonical. It just feels so out of place. And, you know, this one is... The Tales of Monkey Island are obviously heavily geared towards, you know, sort of the nostalgia factor, making a lot of references to the first 3 games. It doesn't really make much reference to the 4th. No, I don't think that's what they're talking about. So they've had all the original voices except for Stan. They're using the same voice for Stan as from Escape from Monkey Island. And he's become sort of a secondary character. Like he's pretty close to being a main character, really, given how many appearances he shows. He's actually... Stan has had more evolution than LeChuck has, because every game he changes his profession. And I was actually honestly kind of hoping that Murray would have shown up as the head of the stenographer during the trial. I think that would have been amusing. But I am glad that they managed to get all the characters back at one point or another. So who are we missing? It'd be Herman Toothrot, right? Her Grandpa Marley. Was it established that he died in the 4th game? I don't remember. I think they mention him. But him and the cannibals, they're the only ones who haven't made a recurrence in this game, in this series. All right, that's Chapter 4. One final game, and then Monkey Island is done forever. So, I guess we will end the stream here.